We are. Oh yeah, no, we're now live. Connecting Clarkston live. It's been yeah, we're good. It has been quite the production, even getting to this moment. So thank you for anybody who's joining us. Kate and I are here live at Rudy's Prime Steakhouse with the general manager JB and executive chef Josh. And we're here and we're going to show you a little bit of inside scoop. I know Rudy's on their Instagram posted some video content this morning about what it's looking like, and we're going to do a little bit of that as well. But we're taking the chance to speak with the head people here to give you a sneak peek of what to expect coming up. And we're all very excited. Well, we'll show you in a second if you haven't seen on their Instagram. It's looking amazing. It does look amazing. We're currently sitting in this cool little U-shaped booth here, very cozy. We're all best friends now because we're. But it's looking amazing, and so we're really excited. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate it. So we learned that Rudy's has pulled these guys in, and top talent from other areas, both from Michigan. I live in Michigan, but pulling in top talent to make this the best Rudy's Steakhouse that it could be. So JB was in Birmingham previous, working in Birmingham, but welcome and thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the soft opening and when that will be and how the progress is going? I know it looks amazing, but there's a lot left to be done, I know.
Yeah, I mean, the progress is going right on schedule. We are looking to do a temporary, not set in stone opening date of around October 8th. We will be doing a soft opening the 2 weeks prior to that. Staff should be coming in around September 16th to start training. You know, as everyone knows in this industry, we're always looking for top talent that can easily be accessed by going to hiring at rudysprime.com. And we're looking good. I'm excited.
So this is, I know, phase one, and there are other phases. Are those, like next year, Robert had talked about a wine bar and, the patio out by the parking lot. Like, is there a vision for when those will get started?
I don't know that there's an exact timeline. That's we work in that building every day, and your chair definitely slides on an angle when you stand up. So it's going to be a big project there. It's definitely something we're planning for. You know, there might be something else that happens before that. You know, we're ambitious. We want to do more. I think we have a wonderful team in place to start. It's just we want to get this open, get everything to where it needs to be for all of our guests that are going to come in, and then all the while keep planning because my mind just keeps spinning if I don't have multiple things to do.
Fantastic. Well, when you're thinking about your mind spinning, I know it's about the menu also, and I think a lot of people are probably really excited to hear. Give a little sneak peek. What are we having? What's on the menu? What's for dinner?
So, when I've opened one restaurant in the state prior. I had a restaurant in Detroit called Gold Cash Gold from like 2014 to 2016. And I think like that place was, it's going to be a very chef-driven restaurant in terms of very seasonal. We're going to work with a lot of farmers. Obviously, when we're opening right now, it's kind of hard. You know, it's Michigan. Right. There's only a few that are going to be big enough to provide any winter and root cellar crops, but definitely a luxury steakhouse down the middle of the menu, but you know, innovative, well-sourced items down the outside. We're going to have Gold Cash was famous for its fried chicken. We're going to put some fried chicken on the menu here because, you know, we want people to come in and have fun. You know, it's not just a Friday, Saturday night big event. We're going out and celebrating. It's every day of the week that we want people to be able to come in and enjoy. So, you know, we'll have a great burger on the menu. There'll be the fried chicken. We have a couple odes to, you know, some classic steakhouse stuff. You know, instead of doing the traditional crab cake, we're going to do crab arancini, which is like a fried rice ball. We're going to do some Wagyu meatballs, some fun stuff. You know, it'll be a good place to come in. You can sit at the bar and enjoy. I know JV's got a great wine list going. Or you can sit down at one of the big booths like we're in now and enjoy some time with some friends.
You can sit on top of each other
yes.
like we are now.
Well, I mean, if we want to get as many people as possible, this might be spread out a little bit. We might get a few more people in here.
So I do think when Robert was on with us before, he was talking about how he wants it to be somewhere that's welcoming to the community. You know, when you're out on your boat and you finish up on the lake for the day and you're looking for somewhere to eat. So that's nice to hear that there will be a variety of items. And Yeah.
We also had talked about, and we mentioned a few minutes ago, about some signature items that have maybe an ode to the history of this building, the history of Rudy's. I don't know if that made the cut or if it's still in progress, but people talk about the pepperoni sticks that Rudy's used to offer and just other little items. I didn't know if those were going to pop in or...
I think one of the things we were planning on doing is having a big field chop Milanese, like bone in, pounded out, so it fills up a big oval plate that you can share. And there's Curtis, I know, was mentioning a pizziola version of that, which has some spicy pepperoni on top of it. I don't know if it'll eventually make the cut, but as soon as I can get in there, that's one of the things we're going to be doing is we have, I think, a solid idea of what the menu is going to be, but just cooking through it all, little tweaks here or there, and then seeing where we land.
Robert, when he was on previous episodes, we were discussing like how much Rudy's has meant to the community, and everybody has these memories. And so when we had shared out that we were going to be joined by you guys today, we said if anyone has questions, let us know. We'll try to get them answered. So I did want to read this one comment that somebody asked that we read anonymously.
That's not a good start.
Yeah, it is. I was like, I don't know why this has to be anonymous because I think it's super cute.
Okay.
But growing up, my friends, family, and I specifically would not get reservations, so the wait would be an hour plus to eat on Friday night in the summers downtown Clarkston. This was strategic because my parents, aunts, uncles would buy us each one Blue Jones soda and make us drink it, then blow off energy at Depot Park in order to be calm when dinner came around. We always went to Rudy's for the Blue Jones soda. I know other families did similar things. Could you anonymously tell them this story and ask if they will have Blue Jones soda on the menu? We don't know if that's possible, but we wanted to.
We haven't talked about Blue Jones soda. I recommended having maybe a fun Faygo, like a Red Pop, so maybe we get the Red Mouth in there.
Yeah.
All right.
That's such a great...
That's a great comment.
comment.
I really love it.
Well, and just sidebar, Faygo has just announced a new flavor. Did you hear this? So just if you put Faygo on there, they just announced a new flavor. Anyway, not to do with this, but that's so cute. And it is, like, people do really care about what's happening here and are very excited. And JB, how can people, if you're still looking for staff, is there a position or positions that you're possibly looking for currently?
I mean, we're always looking for great talent. It's something that's going to be ongoing as the restaurant's open. We want to find the best of the best that's available to us. We are still looking to fill some hostess positions, some server positions. We're also looking for food runners, server assistants, bar back. So there are still some positions that we need to fill. But, hiring at rudys.com is really the most direct way. We're also on Indeed if people want to submit their application there. And once we're open, if you are coming looking for work, it's best never to come during business hours. Just a great tip. It's always best to come before the restaurant opens so that there is time to at least have a quick one-on-one and get to know the person. During business hours, it's always very difficult for anybody to go into a kitchen as the chef is working, go into a dining room as we're working. So always before business hours is usually the best time to come in if you're going to come in person.
And as far as the overall experience and the training that's going to happen, can you talk a little bit about
we're going to be doing probably 10 days to 2 weeks of training.
Okay.
We are definitely focusing heavily on service, hospitality. That's really going to be our main focus. We are doing basically a white tablecloth service without the tablecloth. So, great steps of service, very, very high level of service. We are planning on putting 200 to 250 wines on the wine list. So we'll have a very deep, really beautiful wine list that we're just going to grow with time.
Fantastic. We had, I think, maybe also mentioned the potential of signature cocktails. Is that something that you guys have discussed?
Yes, we are, we found the glassware, we have the ice from the ice company, and we're just trying to finalize the signature cocktails. But we are looking at your classic Steakhouse cocktails.
Dan and I are more than happy to help if you need help with that. Just saying.
I think I really appreciated one thing you said earlier, JB, about all the people who have applied. And in the restaurant business, you were saying that people are famous for not showing up, but so many local people have applied and shown up, and
Yes, it's been,
if you can talk a little bit about
yeah,
that.
the turnout for, has been fantastic. A lot of people that live locally that are having to drive to Detroit or to the Birmingham area for work, they live 9, somebody says, I live 9 minutes away, or the other person was like, I live 6 minutes away. And it's great to be able to bring people from the community that live in the community to come work for us.
I was thinking as we were getting ready to meet with you guys, I was thinking back to when I used to wait tables, and I remember, this is so silly, but one of my first days somebody taught me how to cut a lime correctly for putting it on a drink, and every time I cut a lime, I feel very knowledgeable. That experience in my life, brought me to this moment of having this great skill. And so not to put you on the spot, but I'm wondering if there's any little tip you could give people that are watching as insiders in a restaurant that just would be valuable. Even maybe this weekend, people are grilling out, going to buy a steak. When you go to the store as a executive chef, how do you pick out your steak?
I cheat. My dad runs a farm in Tennessee, and so I usually, my daughter goes down there during the summers and all the time, and I let them see their granddaughter for baskets of meat.
Oh, man. All right.
But when I'm at the store, nice marbling on the inside, good color. You don't want it to be too pale. But I would say the biggest thing for people at home is pulling the steak out and seasoning it 30 to 40 minutes before you want to cook it, so it actually comes up to temp. It'll bleed less at the end. All the juices won't run out, and then definitely once it's off, letting it rest for 5 to 7 minutes before you slice it. And again, all that nice juice in there won't run off.
That is a good tip. Katie, maybe you can demonstrate your lime cutting later.
My gosh.
Now I'm curious.
I'll do it right now.
Need a lime, stat, and a well-marbled steak. No, that's fantastic. So anything else that we can look forward to as far as how is the setup going to be? Are we going to have, obviously, this very luscious bench, but are we doing, this looks like a huge bar right here. What's it going to look like? What kind of seating?
Yeah, the bar is going to have 14 seats at it, so it's quite a large bar.
Yeah, I'll try
And
to
then
turn this.
we
This could be
have
disastrous, or it could work.
a lounge area in front of the bar that will have 6 low tables with couches, so very comfortable seating. Both of the windows up front do open fully, so if the weather permits, we will definitely be able to open the windows and have a nice breeze come in. Then we have, this is our main large booth, but we do have 6 other round booths in the dining room. And then there are banquettes along that east wall. So, open plan. Having an open kitchen is really, really fun.
Well, you're talking about how, you said it was a phrase.
Making sure the server's assistants and the runners.
Really?
Yes, they were at one of the tables that was right next to it. So.
Is that, I don't know if I've ever seen that. The executive chef is out here kind of like the maestro.
The maestro, yeah.
Depending on the space, I mean, if this was more full out here, right in the front of the space, I could do it from the inside.
Okay.
But it's easier this way too, to be able to communicate with the front of the house and do all that. So, plus, I mean, let's be fair, it's hot in the kitchen. I'm getting older. The less time I can spend in there, the better.
You're like, I worked my way to this.
Yes. On this side, I'll have, end of the night glass of wine, a bottle of Pellegrino. It's cooler out here. The chef might stay a little cleaner. I schmooze with the guests. It's part of the experience.
Exactly. You could throw a roll to somebody if you
Yes.
needed to. Table 4.
Well, we were toying around with in the space behind us. Eventually, we have a couple small tables right now, but maybe in the future it's like a larger table, and that's your chef's table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You turn around and I just start handing food out.
That's very cool.
But we have I think for the timing that we open through the busy seasons of around Christmas and then New Year's, I think it'll be a good trial period for kind of everything we want to do, and then we can make a few tweaks after that and see what's worked great and what needs to change a little bit. But it's going to be a wonderful time to open.
Okay.
So
did you already talk about the hours? What the hours will be? Did we talk about that?
we haven't.
No, the hours will be Tuesday to Sunday. The kitchen will open at 5 p.m., but we will have a bar menu available at 4 p.m.
Okay.
And then we will be closing 10 p.m. during the weekdays and 11 p.m. on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I think Clarkston in general has a really good reputation for finding amazing restaurants, and I feel like this is just another addition to, our new, what do they call it, Restaurant Row, I think it's been said before. Like, we're all really excited for this and anticipating the opening, and I hope we'll be there. I mean, I think we should be. I would love to see that chef's table. It sounds really fun.
I'll be
It's
slicing
special.
lines.
Katie will be chopping lines,
Yeah.
100%.
Be bar back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys both
Yes,
for coming and
thank
talking
you.
with us. We're
Thank you.
hoping everything goes smoothly. It looks like it's going well so far.
Beautiful.
Best of luck for the opening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to you
Very
soon.
excited.
Appreciate it.
Take care. Thanks.